What's up, guys? Let me get this situation going here, and we'll get started. I think that's it. I think we're good. Is it live? Is it live? There we go. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, everyone? So, if you guys didn't follow me on Instagram, I did post this about an hour ago saying that I was going to go live for a little while. I gotta figure I'd do a little bit of a Q&A. That's why I have the other screen here. I can answer some of your questions while I cut some frags, because I got a lot of stuff that just needs to be taken care of. I'm a little bit behind schedule. So, yeah. So what's up, everyone? Yeah, it's been a little while since I've been on. It's been busy. A lot of things going on. So, what's up, guys? There is going to be a delay, so I'm going to answer the questions here on the tablet. So, of course, the stuff on the screen is going to come up first, but I'm just going to wait until it comes over here so I can see it. But, yeah, so let me get this situated. What's up, everyone? Audio's good? Thanks, Scott. So, yeah, so I'm going to grab some coral real quick while we get some people to come in. If you have any questions, feel free to put that stuff in the comment section. And, yeah, let me go grab some coral. I guess we can do the big piece first. Again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, which you should be, by the way, you'll see that Big Bertha knocked off 1/3 of the colony. So this is 1/3 of the one that was on the top middle right rock structure. And yeah, she snapped this off the other day, and it was sitting on top of the $500 F-flow, sorry. And yeah, so we're gonna frag up a good chunk of this. I am gonna take a piece and put it on one of our grow out discs, because we are gonna start using grow out discs soon. So yeah, but anyway, this is that green and purple staghorn that you guys actually buy a lot of on the website. So I'm not particularly upset that it's been removed, not by choice, but yeah, you can see that this entire colony was just held up by this tiny ass little thing, and I'm over here. The water's opening up the. How the hell did I get out of this? The keyboard. I don't know. Wipe it off. There we go. So yeah, so let me, yes, guys, this is the first time you've seen that. I'm pretty sure I told you, but I might have forgot. But yeah, so we're going to take off a pretty big chunk of this bad boy. I'm probably just going to break off a chunk and then put the rack in the tank and then kind of just go back and forth. That way it's not sitting out of the tank so long. I thought I bought larger bone cutters, so no. So we're going to be using these damn things today. I bought the wrong ones on Amazon. Not cool, man. Not cool. So let's go ahead and break off a chunk of this. We'll first put a piece on the tablet. Let me see if there's any questions coming in. Let me get the paper towel here so I can clean off all this shit on the screen. Yeah. So yeah, how you guys been? Content will go back to normal shortly. It's just going to take me a little while. Let's see what we got here. Audio's good. Let me get back in here. Yeah, the live streams, we might actually be moving the live streams from Friday to maybe Thursdays. It depends. I have to see what other YouTubers in our community are streaming on Thursdays or other days of the week. I just know that Friday and Saturdays are going to be busy for me in the evenings from this point probably forward for quite a while. So I just don't want to be I don't want to be kind of trying to fit everything into a short period of time. So it's probably will just be easier. Did it go blurry? Probably would just be easier to do the streams on another day. So I'll do a poll later on and see on YouTube and see what day might work for you guys. But yeah, let's see if there's any questions. I just deleted Instagram, but damn, that's a big hunk of meat, and the coral is big too. Ha, Glenn, that's gay. I don't know. It shows blurry here, but is it blurry on you guys? Kind of pixely, but you'll be all right. Let me know what you guys think, because I mean, I see clear over here and blurry as shit here, so something's going on. I don't know. The connection seems fine. I'm not getting any errors. Huh? I don't fucking know. Let me know. I want to keep breaking stuff. Let me see. I don't know how to fix that. Anybody? Any recommendation for you? Okay, Salty Reef. I don't know. It not blurry at all? Okay, for me it's like really blurry here. Okay, then it clears up. Okay, as long as it's clearing up for you guys, I don't really care. All right, cool. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna break off some chunks of this bad boy. I'm trying to get the camera in the way so you guys don't have to look at my nipples the whole time. Some of y'all like that, especially Glenn. Anyways, let's go ahead and get a chunk of this off for this particular disc. Oh shit! There's a 99% chance that I'm going to snip this. Even though I'm going to do the slight twist that I mentioned when cutting these, it's probably going to just shatter the whole colony because obviously I can't fit my stick in there. Oh, that's what she said. Yeah, so we're just gonna break it. All right. Rest in peace, buddy. Maybe not. Oh, fuck. Yeah, told you. Oh, it's safe. Oh, look it's Scott. And then here comes me. Scott, me. Okay. Anyway, we're going to put this chunk right on here. Oh, and then also on a positive note, you could thank Axel for chewing off the spray bottle for my instant set. So that's going to be fun. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of dipping for that. But let's put some glue in here. Hey, Scott, you get my joke? I'm going to scroll down so I can see your shit. All right, so I'm going to go back up and actually let me see if there's any questions. You guys asking anything intelligent? You guys just being dumb. Let's see here. Man, I wish Scott was here so he could read these damn questions. All right, we did the deleted on Instagram. I wanted to get started. I'm 13. I want a Fluval Evo 13.5. Is that a good tank? Yeah, if you want to start with a smaller tank, Mason, then go ahead and do it. But the bigger the tank you have, the easier it's going to be. Let me go put this whole... shit. I just don't want to talk too much and forget it's sitting out. Yeah, that is only 1/3 of the colony, Nick. Yeah, that's no joke. You guys will see the 300's been growing pretty well. I'll have to do an update for you soon. I just got to get in there. I haven't cleaned the glass at all in months. I started it the other day. Actually, I posted on Instagram that I needed to clean it, and then I started it. About 10 minutes in, I gave up because my arm was getting sore. So I essentially did nothing. You can ask Scott when he came here and cleaned the glass, which was the last time it was cleaned. It's pretty exhausting. So, yep. Oh man, I really wish Axel did not eat my instant set glue cap. So yeah, if you guys are wondering what I'm using, they're grow out discs that I get, and it's the same person who sells the frag or makes the frag plugs for me that I sell on the website, and there's just a little hole in there which holds the colony, or the frag, or the acro, or whatever else. Who the fuck's bothering me? Who in the fuck is messaging me? Okay, PayPal. All right. Ain't mad about that. That's one notification I don't mind, and that's the second one I don't mind. So shout out to whoever bought something. Alright, so clearly I'm not using enough glue. So let me get this on here. Right. Scott, answer these questions, because I can't see them. I'm too busy fucking around. Alright, so this is gonna have to dry a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the other end there, but that's basic concept. Let me put a little bit more, just for the sake of getting it. In this colony, it will go in one of the low boys, and it will just grow. And I'll frag from it like I did before. And I feel like I'm using a lot of glue, but that's okay. And I'll have to check and see if BRS got the instant set back in stock, because I haven't checked in a while. That's the reason why I'm still using the old one. So this is good. Oh, it's kind of good. So I'm going to go throw this in the low boy real quick. We'll cut off some more chunks, then we'll start making frags, and I'm going to try to find some questions. Okay, so let me at least answer a couple questions. So we did the Nuval. You sent me a pic, but it's a lot bigger than the pic showed. That's what she said. Mason, he's answering that. Angela, nice toenail clipper, frag clippers. Yeah, they are. When I bought them, they said regular size. Okay, I know that a lot of dudes talk up. They said that these were 9 inches. Does these look like 9 inches to you, Scott? I know you've never seen 9 inches before, Scott, but still. Does that look like 9 inches? No, I don't fucking think so. That's called false advertisement. but I'm still going to use them because I don't have any. So it is what it is. All right, let's see what we got here. Huge shout out for the help with my order today. Appreciate you. Hey, no problem. Hopefully we don't have any issues with UPS. I hate shipping on Thursdays, but I told you I'd get it out. Just keep me in the loop, man. If you have any issues with it, let me know. I mean, I'll take care of you. Ain't nobody got time for a weekend live stream. I was anti-Friday from the beginning. Yeah, I got shit to do. I mean, I got stuff to do on Fridays and Saturdays, so I'm not, nah. Have you ever used Sea Balance? If so, how would you go about dosing it? I have not used that. Sorry, I can't give you any information on that. I can pretend to tell you and pretend to give you an answer if you want that. And shout out to whoever did the super chat. It hasn't popped up on my screen yet, but I do see it on the phone. But I just don't know how to use that. I haven't used it before. Hey man, happy holidays. Any recommendations for some LPS that can handle higher intensity light? Looking to put some on the top of my rock structure. Well, first of all, I mean, what do you consider high intensity, Alex? I'm pretty sure that's yeah, Alex. What's high intensity to you? Are you like at 600 par, 700, 800 par? I mean, that's what I consider high intensity. But then again, some people think, a 4-inch dick is big enough, so, it's all in what you think is good enough. So I'm gonna, fuck it, we're like, how many dick jokes are we in already? It's only been 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this colony back in the water, and I'll be right back. But yeah, so I mean, I'd have to know what you consider to be high intensity, because it might not be that high. And I mean, I don't know, LPS has a range. I try not to go over 350 with LPS, and I wouldn't even recommend putting any LPS higher than that. So, oh yeah, for those of you who haven't seen the new tattoo, check it out. I also got another one on the inside. You can't really see. You guys will see it later when the arm is finished in a couple weeks, because we're doing the whole thing, and you guys will see it. Anyways, let's see here. Moving down, kind of pixely, but good. We talked about that. Not blurry, good. Thank you, brother, for the info on my Prime 16 HD. My corals and bubble them are doing well. Amazing. Awesome, dude. It's clear, but comes in pixelated. We talked about that. Okay, that's Glenn. Just dropped that big stag on the floor. Yeah. I mean, essentially, it's probably easier than taking the time to do this. I'm going to put the saw, actually, you know something? I don't need the saw. I'll just do this for what I can, and then we'll use the saw in the bigger pieces. Like the bigger chunks, we'll put the saw in there. But let me see what else we got here. I'm scrolling down trying to catch up. Let's see here. Yeah, essentially, What the hell are you guys talking about? How long can the corals stay out of the water? I usually try not to keep SPS out more than 10 or 15 minutes, but I've left them out for an hour because I get distracted. I'm like, oh shit, that frag looks really bad, and then they turn out to be fine. It just depends on the coral. I know that millies tend to survive a little bit longer. Of course, you might not want to leave a tort in the air that long, but I've left millies out for 20 minutes and 30 minutes and never really had any major issues. But yeah, you just gotta be careful. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh. What's a good algae eating fish for a 25-gallon reef tank? Oh Jesus. Lawnmower blenny maybe. They don't seem to get that big. And if that's the kind of algae you're looking to take care of, yeah, lawnmower blenny might be a good idea. They might be small, but man, they do the job. Just like me. There we go. At least not. I'm even going to get into that. Anyway, moving down. Let's see what else we got here. What's a good algae? We did that. Oh, shit. Okay, you guys are talking about the new guy. Damn, Travis, I thought you cut out on us. No, I didn't cut out. I just, life, man. Life gets busy. This time of year especially is very busy. You guys know I got hunting season, and I got all sorts of stuff going on around the holidays, so it's just not easy to get content done. But I will be back. I will continue to put more out. We will get back to our normal schedule. You guys have been asking for the what the hell is it? Oh man, the podcasts. So I'm going to try to get those going out for you guys too. It'd be kind of, I don't know, it'll be different. I mean, it'll be reef related to a certain extent, but then we'll do some random stuff in there. You guys like that before. So let me knock off these little jabbers. What I am going to do is, because this colony is starting to get a little dry and it's going to take me a while to cut all this, I'm going to throw this chunk back in the tank real quick. And then we can frag all these guys up. Vermont John. Okay. Nice. You find any reborn yet? I have not even looked for reborn. I've had some of you guys send me some links. And by the way, guys, don't get butthurt if you email me and I don't get back to you for a while. It's nothing personal. It really isn't. I feel like I have to tell people that, because people do. I know that when I reach out to people and I look, I'm asking questions, getting information, I'm trying to find out about something, or just trying to communicate, and I don't get anything back, it can be a little bit, I wouldn't say heartbreaking, but it can be, it's not a good feeling. So I just want you guys to know that if you are reaching out to me and you're not getting a response either on Instagram or email, that just means I don't want to talk to you. So don't take that for I'm just fucking with you. It just means I got other stuff going on and I can't get back to you guys. That's just how it is. I only got so much time, so many fingers, dicks and shit. There's just not enough time going around. But yeah, so don't take that stuff personal. I'm just adding some plugs real quick and we'll get started with this first batch. Now, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to put the instance set on here, given that I got to use this damn thing. Let's see here. How far behind am I on? All right, so I'm like 6 minutes behind on the chat. Have you made a video on DIY, DDR, dose, dual reactor, using your own containers, optional sensors? I have not done a video on that yet. Get some of your frags all doing great. Thanks. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Shit, I haven't still been counting. I gotta see if I gotta multitask, man. My shit's gonna dry out if I don't keep doing this. Let's see what we got here. I'm having trouble with algae and red slime. My tank has no fish. A few hermit crabs, blood shrimp. I just got 5-stage RODI system for BRS. What other methods do you recommend? Well, if you have no fish and you don't have anything going in there to really contribute to nutrients, and the fact that you just bought an RODI system means the water you were using previously was dog shit. So I think what you need to do is just focus on having clean water. I would do 30% water changes every 3 days, 2 or 3 days, for at least a week or two to help cycle out that bad water. I mean, obviously you bought the RODI system for a reason. You must know that you're using bad water. So don't add any chemicals. Don't add anything to the system. Don't do anything other than water changes, and see if you can bring the nutrients down by itself. I think that's your safest bet. Shit. Yeah, so just do that. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. After the tank is cycled, how long before it's safe to add corals? Well, you can add corals as soon as it's cycled. It just depends on how good you are at growing specific corals and keeping the tank stable. I added SPS right after the 300 cycled. But then again, I was gonna be a cocky asshole, but it's not appropriate. Whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, you can add corals as soon as you have the appropriate cycling process going on there. You're good to add corals, whatever you're comfortable with. For me, it was SPS, but for you, it might be soft corals. Whatever works, man. It's whatever works for you. Let's go ahead and move down. Blenny, yep. You ever gotten GSP to carpet across the sand? I'm looking to turn my display in the future. I've got it to go about through the glass, but never on the sand. I'm sure you can, but I've never had sand long enough to even consider growing GSP on it. As long as the sand's not getting blown around by power heads or getting mixed up or disturbed, it shouldn't have a problem growing on it. Yeah. It's crazy, man. This is just money. I guess I'll do the math later after I frag up the whole colony and just time how many frags I have times what I'm selling them for on the website. I used to sell this frag for like $50 a pop. I think it's like 24 now or some shit like that. It's not that much. It's beautiful though. It grows really nice. It's super easy. In the par range that I'm growing in is I grow colonies of this at 300 par and 800 par without any issues. The coloration is pretty much the same. I call it the green and purple staghorn. I know it has a real name, but I don't know what the fuck it is. So it's a green and purple staghorn. Moving down. You cut that coral like it's nothing. My heart would be broken cutting something that big. That's what she said. Nah, it's not a big deal. It's just you guys know that I grew the 300 specifically to frag it. So I've been fragging it for a long time, and yeah, it's just part of it. You kind of, you got to think about it. Would you rather grow the coral yourself, making it tank stable, cut it yourself, frag it yourself, sell it, knowing that it has a better chance of survival because it is tank stable, or would you rather pull it from the ocean, pulling it out of a habitat that can benefit from it? So that's how I look at it. I'd much rather grow it myself and reap the benefits, or everybody reap the benefits of it. We're almost done with this. I got to get these guys in the water soon. I'm over here talking on my ass and killing coral at the same time. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this guy in here. Let's see what else you got. Do you recommend hydrogen peroxide, a dip for soft and LPS corals? No, I do not. I think people use hydrogen peroxide for algae, maybe. I think that's what I've heard before. Not something that I think you need to do. I think if you just use Coral RX or use the Bear dip and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many different dips out there. And I think you'd be fine with that. I don't think you need to complicate it with anything else. I know people that have dosed hydrogen peroxide to their reef tank to help with algae. Never done it. I've heard people do it and seemed fine, but don't quote me on that. You might want to do some significant research before you consider doing something like that, because I don't need an email going, "Oh, Fishofhex told me to pump a whole bottle in there." All right, so I'm gonna get this started. I really wish I could spray this stuff. It's not fun. Axel, you little wiener. Speaking of that, we started, I got him a harness, and we've been doing a lot of frisbee time, so he's really good with the frisbee now. He's really good at it, and he's just a sweet dog, man. The whole 9 yards. He's really turned into a pretty awesome dog. Pretty expensive ass dog, and how many times we got to go to the vet, but he's got to get some teeth pulled next month, which is always fun. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm just gonna take this whole rack and I'm gonna dip it in the tank, and essentially using the salt water to seal the glue, and then we'll be back. So what we'll do is we'll let that seal up. And then we'll use this rack while we wait, and then we'll swap them out afterward, because we're just going to do this on the fly. Let me get my hands dry here so I can start reading some comments. Hey, welcome everybody to the live stream. Appreciate you guys being here. Any questions, you can add them. I'm trying to get through the list. Let's see what we got here. Would a Nero 5 be good enough for a 40-gallon breeder with LPS dominant tank? 40-gallon breeder, Nero 5? Yeah, you're fine with that. Yep, you're good. I just started my 120 gallon. I threw the bacteria in there from Dr. Tim's, and now I have fish in there to cycle the tank. How long before doing my first water change? It's been 3 weeks. Okay. You kind of went about cycling a little bit differently than I would prefer, but I mean, to each his own. You can do it if you want. I prefer to cycle without fish, but you can do what you want on that. I would say once you have the complete cycling process going, so you have no ammonia showing up, you have no nitrites showing up, but you have only nitrates and phosphates on your test kit, then you're okay to go ahead and do your first water change. If you're already at low nitrates and phosphates, then don't do a water change. Wait until they get up around that 5 to 7 ppm of nitrates, or even you can even just do 4 ppm of nitrates, and then consider doing a water change at that point. But yeah, that's all. Yes, you can't find 3S right now. I don't know how that is. Hey Travis, Dimitri here from Aquatic Club. Hey, what's up, guy? It's been a long time, man. Hope all is well with you. At Fishofhex, how would you go about quarantining a 2-year-old clownfish? I have had him in a tank by himself for 2 years, but know he may have an underlying disease. Would you suggest copper for 30 days? Okay, so I do copper for 2 weeks, and then do 2-week to 4-week observation. Maybe throw in some Prazipro, or, I mean, what's the underlying disease? Is it an internal? I mean, if it's internal, the copper's not going to do shit for you. If you know he had ick and it's in his gills and stuff, then yeah, you should be good with that. But what is the underlying disease? I'm probably not going to find that in the scroll here, but yeah. So, but yeah, you definitely want to at least do 2 weeks of copper, then do 2 weeks of all the other stuff. Let me grab some more coral because all I see on the thing here is my freaking arm and me talking. So 1 second. Guess we can grab the big colony again. See what we can get out of this. All right. Do you lose any frags from cutting them up? Not very often. When I was importing coral, I lost frags quite often because of the stress process from coming from the ocean and then getting cut up and then it also adjusting to a home aquarium at the same time. See, I broke off that whole piece. And yeah, so I don't lose frags very often. I mean, barely. And it's usually because the frags are killing each other. Let me go and toss this back in the tank. You guys want to see something funny? So these are the Monty frags I've been shipping out, and I got to refrag these. So this is a Monty frag. So needless to say, they don't really fit in the bag anymore. So congrats to whoever got these going out to them recently. But I got to cut them up because this ain't a fucking charity house. 1 second. So yeah. Go ahead and get started on this. Other questions? Something definitely army. I don't know. What do you mean by that? Gun bunny. Oh shit! It scrolled down. Give me a second. When you start fish hobby after service? When did I start? Well, I had fish tanks way before. I think I had Oscars and stuff like that, freshwater, before I joined the military. And then when I got back, it was just one of those things that I did to cope, and it just kind of went from there. It's been a long time. Saltwater, I think. Well, Scott, what am I going on? Like 6 years now? 5.5, 6 years for saltwater. I'm a big freshwater guys. I really love discus and planted tanks and all that stuff. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I had more time, I would have more than just the little biocube over here in the corner. I would have a lot. Let me move the camera a little bit. I would have a lot bigger freshwater tank and a lot more going on with it. But unfortunately, it's just not. It's not an option. So I'm trying to get it so you guys can see these fucking frags, but you guys keep seeing my nipples instead. I mean, they're great and all, but damn. All right, I have biopellets reactor in a 180-gallon causing white slime in display tank. Not sure how to fix it and what's causing it. Well, it's biopellets. Do you have the biopellet reactor connected to a skimmer input? Because if you don't, that's your problem. You need to skim off the biopellets. You have to. When I did it, if you look at my videos, I had the pellets. I customized the front end of the what was it, Bubble Magus Curve 7, I think it was, and I went ahead and adjusted the input so the output of the biopellet reactor went directly into the input. So when it was pulling in the regular tank water, it was also pulling in the biopellet water and that skimming that stuff off. So if you're not skimming it, then that's a problem. But I will say I did notice. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with this freaking thing. Cut it up after. I did notice that even with skimming it off, I still got bacteria film inside my pumps, which caused issues with it and flow and all sorts of stuff. So keep that in mind. Let's see if I can break these off. Let's see what else we got here. Do you lose frags? We talked about that. Thanks for answering my question. Can't wait to upgrade learning the hard way on a 40 birdie. Yep. Sometimes the best way to learn is the hard way. Some of the best lessons in life are learned through the hardest times. And I'm one to strongly agree with that. Throughout my entire life, there's been a lot of things. And sometimes you just got to learn and move forward and don't make the same mistakes and become a better person. And, same thing with the hobby. Don't make the same mistakes and stop killing fucking coral. Moving down. Coral RX is okay. My sump is small. That's what she said. My sump is small, and I want to get a refugium. I don't want to hang on the back. Would it be possible to have a refugium in another cabinet next to the main display? Yeah, you can. I did a. If you, I don't know if you've been following the channel that long, but I did do a display refugium on the old 125, and it worked out great. I really liked it. I mean, it grew a ton of macroalgae in there. I mean, it looked pretty when I first set it up, but then once the algae starts growing, you're like, I don't know. Oh, it doesn't look that good. Yeah, you can either do that, or you can do a Chaeto reactor. You can do a for people who have small sumps, can use a algae scrubber. Just get a good brand, and yeah, there's many different options you can do for that. But a display refugium or a refugium located in another place is fine. Just make sure you have proper drainage, proper water flow. You know, just the basics, because you don't want it overflowing or any other issues that you got going on there. Let's see here. What else we got? Questions. Is there any advantage of using a 600 plus skimmer, $600 plus skimmer over 351? I have a red octopus with internal pump for 350 that I find myself consistently tweaking and getting optimal skimming. My sump level is steady. Okay, well, I will tell you, when it comes to skimmers, you definitely are getting what you pay for. I use Nios, and I've used bubble magnets. Okay, bubble magnets. I really like bubble magnets, but I will tell you right now, when I went to Nios for this 300, I went to the Nios Quantum 300 skimmer. Yeah, I get it. It's like a $1,200 skimmer, and that's unrealistic for most people. But and most people's tanks aren't that big. But I've had zero issues with this skimmer. I have never cleaned it. I've had zero issues. It's always worked. It's never clogged. The pumps never stop working. It always skims, and it's always consistent. Have I had that with a skimmer that would cost me less? No. And I just know that Nios in general is a really good skimmer company. I know that Reef Octopus is also good. Of course, there's other brands out there. Making a skimmer is not rocket science. I mean, shit, you can make one with a freaking air stone in a bottle. But the point is, yes, you're going to get better plastic, you're going to get better controllability, you're going to get better valves, you're going to get better pieces in general with a better skimmer, a better pump. I mean, the pump really makes or breaks the skimmer, and that's usually what's the most expensive part of the skimmer is the pump. So, yeah, I would consider, if you got the money and you want something consistent, then buy something good and higher end, because a skimmer is and can be the backbone of your system. So why not make it as good as it can be and consistent as it can be? That's what we got here. I'm starting a new 300 gallon, and I have a Trigger 39 sump with the roller mat because I was going to use it on my 150. Do you think that's big enough sump for a 300? Oh, well, I guess you said that the sump is a 39. I don't know what a Trigger 39 is. Does that number indicate that that's what the gallons is? So listen, when it comes to sizing a sump for your main display, the only thing you really have to worry about is to make sure you can fit the equipment that you want. So make sure, you know, if you have a small, you know, if you're trying to fit a Nios Quantum 300 in a small ass sump, yeah, you're gonna have a problem. So make sure, one, you can fit all the equipment in there. Two, make sure when the system turns off that it doesn't overflow. That means making sure you have check valves and that those check valves stay clean and that they work, because they will fail at some point once they get full of algae or shit in general. So make sure that when the water gets turned off or the power goes off, that sump holds all the water that back drains into the sump from the main display. So those are two things that you have to make sure, and the only way you're going to make sure is if you hook it up and you try. Obviously, the bigger sump you have, the more water volume you have, the more stable the system is going to be. So those are all things that you should take into consideration. Let's see what we got here. I'm just still bummed that I got to go through these one by one with this stuff to try to get it to seal up. I put those I'll pull them dog's teeth, trade you some coral. Glenn, are you even allowed to pull dog's teeth? That's the strangest thing anybody's ever asked to trade coral with. I mean, if you got a license to pull dog teeth, and you're not gonna, pull out the wrong one, I'm willing to talk to you. But if you're just Joe Schmo in a back alley giving hand jobs to homeless people, I'm not gonna pay you to pull dog's teeth out or give you coral for that. So, if you want to send your resume, you know my email address. Anyway, moving on. Glenn. Come down to Tennessee. Yeah, I wish. Who eats mayonnaise on a hot dog? I have never done that. Hey, Travis. Hope all is well. What's up, Robert? It's been a long time since I've seen you, man. Life is good. Life is good. As good as it's gonna get. It's as good as it's gonna get. Losing a ton of weight. I've been going to the gym like a freaking madman. You know, life is going, man. Just gotta keep working. That's the problem, is work never stops. So I feel bad for some of you guys putting in 3D printed orders. I'm pretty much caught up. I got like 6 in queue right now, so I mean, I was a lot better than I was a week and a half ago. I had to fix some printers. I still got 2 printers down right now. Just general maintenance. The hot ends need to be fixed. Just general stuff. So you'd be surprised with the difference of one printer will make on keeping orders moving. So let me figure this out. So let me welcome to stream. Oh shit. I bought your bubble algae kit and it was wonderful. Yeah, that bubble algae kit, I'm gonna do like a how-to on that at some point. I'm gonna get some bubble algae round up locally, and I'm gonna do a little how-to on that, little how-to video for the website. But that bubble algae kit sells like crazy. I never imagined it selling the way it does. I mean, it's super simple concept. The thing is, the tool. That's what I mean. The concept itself, siphoning out bubble algae, is basic, right? Everybody does it. But the tool that I created is what makes it really good and really easy, because it's got that little lip on it, which allows you to dig into the rock structure itself and get the base of the bubble algae without popping it, and then releasing the spores, of course. And then what you do is it just siphons down into the, you know, you got the kit that holds the tube and then out down into whatever, you know, filter sock or a bucket, and it's just super nice, man. That's one of my #1 sellers. Besides those, believe it or not, Nero 5 guards and those Jabo pump guards, still flying off the shelf, man. But anyway, let me toss these in the tank real quick, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. So yeah, give these guys a quick second. But let's see what else we have here. First time here. What's up? What's up? I got an ICP test in, and it said 1,120 ppm of sulfur. Is that high or normal? I don't know the number off the top of my head. What's high or normal? I'd have to look at it comparatively on the chart. I can't tell you off the top of my head if it's normal or not. Did it indicate that? Did it say like that? Was it in the red or the green? I mean, you said ICP, so I don't know what one you're using. They're all different. But did it say that it was high or low? I mean, usually they tell you, or tell you that there's an issue if there is one. So I'm guessing if they didn't say anything, it's probably fine. Let's see here. Can I use a 5-gallon tank as a QT tank for a small 1 or 2 fish times? Yeah. As long as you can, you know, keep it stable. I mean, it is just for fish. But let me go ahead and toss these in the tank real quick. Oh, what tank do I want to put? That's the question. What I'll do for the sake of time is I'll just throw the frags on the frag rack, and then I'll go and organize them after the stream, because I'm going to be over there talking to myself for like 10 minutes, and I don't think that's right. So, and I can't take you with me. Let's see what else we got here. Not sure if my clownfish definitely has one, but I want to quarantine proactively just so I can. Okay, yeah. Then do copper for 2 weeks. Do 2 weeks of observation. You can also do 2 weeks of Prazipro during that observation period. And yeah, I mean, you can do that. Just do it. Yeah, if you're doing proactive stuff, why not? Hey, Travis, want to grow some Walt Disney and sell a frag? I am growing Walt Disney, and I'll sell you a frag when the colony gets big enough. 1 second. Yeah, man, those higher end frags, they just, even though they're at the perfect par, they still take a while to grow, man. That's probably why they're so freaking expensive. They just take forever to grow. Let's see what we got here. When are you importing? How did you acclimate like super low par intentionally? Like when I import, right now I only import easy stuff. So I don't really do any acclimation process for that. When I was importing Acropora, that was a huge mistake. I got Acropora eating flatworms during that time. And granted, guys, this isn't my main display. This was the imported system for coral. It was a big mess, so I don't import any of those types of corals anymore. Let's see here. How are the frags killing each other? Well, they grow into each other. I got some pretty hefty sized frags. The order I sent today, one of the orders I sent today out, it's in Pennsylvania. I sent what was it? Green poison ivy. Like, usually it's just supposed to be a small frag like this. I sent him a huge chunk. It's like, because I just had to get it out of the. It was growing off the frag plug through the egg crate on my frag rack. I'm like, I'm just gonna send this huge chunk. So hopefully he appreciates it. I've been doing that a lot lately, actually, just to get rid of some big pieces so I can reorganize. Yeah, I gotta clean up tanks. They're a mess. Love it. Don't. What is your favorite light for smaller and bigger tanks? So smaller tanks, I like to use the Prime HDs that we have over here in this tank. The Prime HD is a really good light for most tanks generally. Once I start getting above 100 or 75 gallons, or even 55, depending on, I guess 55 you can still get away with the HD primes, but once I start getting above, around that 75 mark, I like to transition over to Radions and T5s at that point. That seems to be a good mixture for me, and I've been very successful with Radions and T5s, and I will continue to use Radions and T5s, and no one's paying me to do it. But I will say, Ecotech, I would appreciate a huge discount when I gotta buy $20,000 in lights on the new build. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Appreciate it. And yeah, so that will happen someday. Maybe. All right, so this frag's being a pain in the ass. All right, so I got a little bitty here. Let me put him in. I'll get back to questions in just a second. I want to get these guys in the water. Do this a second. All right, see what we got here. Does do your discount codes ever expire? No. So the discount the discount code welcome back never expires. It's currently 5%, so you can use it as many times as you want, however you want on the website. It automatically takes 5% off the order, and you can use that as much as you want. It does not expire. The only time codes expire is if I'm doing like a sale or something specific. But yeah, you can always get 5% off anytime you purchase from me just by using that code, which is cool. I mean, because at the end of the day, what it does is I get the track. So all the orders that come in, if anybody uses that code, it goes on a specific like log, so I can look and see how much money I've made off of and sales that I've made off from people using that specific code. And even though I am losing 5% every time somebody puts an order in, but you got to think I could be losing. Somebody puts in $100 order, I lose 5% of that, but also people put in 10 or 20 more orders because they get to use the 5% discount code. So I make all that extra money because I have a code, even though I'm losing money every time. So if that makes any sense. So more or less the volume of orders really overtakes the amount being taken off. And plus, you guys got to think too, my overhead is this stuff, so it's not awful all the time. Do you ever run into cyano issues when using biopillar reactor? Yes, I have before. And you just got to have high flow, and you got to keep an eye on that. Let me go ahead and put these away. Oh, more macros. Here we go. I got enough coral to frag right now between this colony, the other red Monty cap, and all the chunks that I broke off the other day in the 300, that I could probably frag for 4 or 5 hours, talk on my ass, and still not be done. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go probably, I don't know how long we're going. We're going 43 minutes already? Damn. I don't know. I only wanted to do an hour, but I feel like 43 minutes is not even that long. Shit, man. That's halftime around here, bro. Let's see what we got here. So the chat says 20:30, and it is 20:45. So I'm 15 minutes behind on chat, so I apologize. So yeah, if you're asking a question now, you got to hang around for like 15 minutes to get it answered. It's nothing personal. Is it possible to be successful with a sump and hang on a back equipment, protein skimmer, etc., etc.? Is it possible to be successful with a sump and a hang on a back? I mean, what's the point of having the sump if you're going to have everything hanging on the back? The point of the sump is to avoid the hang on the back stuff. So, I mean, you can, but why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, man? You don't need to do that shit. I mean, unless the sump is too small and you're not getting the benefits from it, then what's the fucking point of having it in the first place? So, yeah, I think you're just I don't think you need to do that. But yeah, you can be successful with pretty much anything. What is the reason to grow and sell mostly SPS? Well, I love SPS. Straight down. I grow what I love. I grow and sell what I love. So the best way to build a business is to do it with something that you love doing. So I love growing SPS. I don't want to brag, but I tend to be pretty good at growing it. I love doing it. So why not sell it, right? It all makes sense. I mean, we all want to do something we love, right? So that's kind of my thought process behind that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of ZOAs and I'm not a big fan of LPS, but I still have some of that stuff because, you know, I'm in the business of making everybody happy, apparently. Yeah, primarily SPS because it grows pretty quick, and I love it. I really do. So I'm actually going to put this colony back, and we're going to get started on this this little mess. We get a swig of this beverage. I got this new, it's the Mio stuff, M-I-O, I think it is. It's like the spray drink stuff. But this is like, I know it looks like piss, but it's not. It's like a electrolyte green, whatever. It's pretty good. It's like lime. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff. I've been drinking a lot of that lately. Let me see what we got here. I have a question about flow. I have a 1,200 gallon per hour. I'm guessing that's what it is, return pump, and ice cap 1K. Would you recommend another 1K for what? For what? Is it in a 5-gallon tank? Is it in a 400-gallon tank? I need more information on that. I love hanging out with Big T's basement. Yeah, Big T's basement. Yeah. Fucking basement. But I did move my office portion of the basement upstairs where it's quieter. I get more shit done. I don't have to worry about all the baloney down here. And it's just gonna be nicer for recording, so I'm looking forward to doing that in the future. Moving down, I guess. How do you connect two tanks, one tank no holes, second tank with plumbed with some? Well, you're not going to connect two tanks if only one tank has holes, if that's what you mean. I mean, you can do a hang on the back overflow, which I would not recommend. But yeah, you need to be able to drain the water out of it. So, I mean, have tanks with holes in it, bro, and then connect them in the sump. Plumb that shit. Karen, hey Karen, I know you leave a lot of comments on the channel. And I see them coming in, and I never get a chance to answer them, so I do apologize about that, as I feel bad, because you leave a few on there. I feel like a jackass for not answering them, so I guess I could just answer them and not be a jackass, but then I go to answer them and I get distracted, so I apologize for that. Just tuned in and want to say hi from Tampa. Love your channel. My new fave. Well, I appreciate it. I can definitely tell you like the channel, and I'll get on that. I'll try to get through soon and try to answer some of those questions for you. If you want, Karen, you can add those questions now, and I will do my best to take care of them. All right. You might have to wait a little while because we're like 15 minutes behind. But do you accept food stamps? I do not accept food stamps. I do accept long walks on the beach, back rubs, and I think that's all I can say technically. But yeah, I mean, not food stamps though. I got plenty of food, and that's the last thing I need is more fucking food. Yeah, so I appreciate you asking, Chad. Just got the Triton a little while ago. Any tips or tricks? Well, I have not calibrated mine yet. I know I said I was going to, but I never did it. It works fine. Just make sure you go buy a lot of reagent because it runs out pretty quick. Even though, I mean, I have everything else testing once or twice a day, and then of course my alkalinity is at the minimum, which I believe is 4 times a day. It runs out quick, so I buy 6 months or so at a time, and I recommend you do the same, because once it runs out, you're like, oh man, I can't do shit. So make sure you're buying a lot of that reagent, and that's the only downside to it, but it is pretty cool though. I like it. I will do an update on the Triton at some point. Just I don't know when. I'm supposed to do that. Andrea keeps reminding me like every day that I got to do that review for the UV sterilizer. So I apologize. I will do that. I promise. It's working pretty good. I know that doesn't constitute as a review, but it works pretty good. Let's see what we here. Do you still use HW Marine Mix Reef Salt? No, I do not. I've been using Fritz Salt for the entire lifespan of this 300. Fritz Blue Box. They do not pay me. They do not sponsor the channel. They have helped out with veterans builds in the past. I guess that's considered a sponsorship. But the salt's really good. Had no issues with it. You know, depending on what you see here on YouTube, a lot of people have issues. Or I won't say a lot of people. Some people have issues, and you know that's just the way it is. But for me, I've gone through box after box after box, no problems, and I recommend the salt to everybody I talk to. So maybe they should maybe you should sponsor the channel because of all the fucking money I'm making you. So you know my email address, fishofhex@gmail.com. I can send you a routing number, and you can just start sending cash too. I mean, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, moving down. Fishofhex, I need a filter cup for my sump, but it's 7 inches rectangular filter stock. Is that something you can do? Yes, I can do that, but you need to buy a custom 3D printed item on my website. Once you buy the custom item, you need to send me what you want, picture-wise, size-wise, description-wise. Best thing to do, if you're looking for something specific, take a tape measure, put it up to the hole of the filter sock, take pictures of what you need exactly. That way I can build it. But yes, I can make anything you guys want on the 3D printer. Custom stuff takes a little while. I mean, not too long, maybe a couple weeks or so, depending on exactly That's my brother. Sorry, buddy. I'll get back to you later. Yeah, hopefully you guys are still here. Yeah, so I could do custom stuff all the time. I do it pretty often. So let's see what we got here. You found your bone cutters. I bought bone cutters. I broke the other ones. You guys, I sent that picture on Instagram. You know, I just got that. I got that dick grip strength, man. I just broke the shit out of it. Fuck me. What's wrong, my brother? What's up with my brother, man? I can't fucking talk to you right now, dude. He don't usually message me. Hopefully he's okay. If he keeps messaging me, guys, I will check and see what's up with him, and then I will start the live stream up again. Because he usually doesn't call like that, and he usually doesn't send me a message. So he just sent me a message saying "fuck me." So I mean, I don't know what that is. So I'll see what he says. Gotta bros before hoes. Literally, my brother, and you guys are all my hoes apparently. Hopefully, none of you guys take that personally. I'm sure I've been asked, but I just hopped on. Any new frags for the Wizard Week posted? I got a ton of that stuff that I have to get up on the website. Right now, my main man Scott, we're working on transportation stuff right now because we had some issues, and once he gets things figured out, we're gonna get a lot more stuff done. But for now, I'm soloing it. Solo, if you count the dog, and he don't do shit but chew on my stuff. So yeah, we'll work on that at some point. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I mean, these seem kind of big. Plugs. He hasn't messaged me again, so I don't know what's up. I don't know, kind of got me worried. He usually doesn't do that. We'll see what happens. My little bro, man, he's 3 years younger than me. He's he's a good guy. He lives in Vermont. I don't talk to him too much, so let's see what we got here. For a 75-gallon, how many AI Prime 16s would you recommend for mixed reef, or would you recommend? I would go with for a 75-gallon. I do 2 XR15s with some T5s, regardless of what your coral setup is. So you're a hunter. Done any trapping? No, I have not trapped anything. No, I haven't done any of that. Do you still prefer to maintain Cal-Alk mag with a calcium reactor? I'm considering changing from 3-part dosing. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I use my calcium reactor as my main source of calcium alkalinity and magnesium. I do dose magnesium separately every month or so, depending on where it's currently sitting at. Yes, that's my primary method, and I prefer that method. Yeah, so. Appreciate everybody being here in the live stream. There's, what, 130 people. You guys must be bored as shit tonight. Let's see. I'm going to get more questions. Just let me get this done so I can move these guys over to the tank. If anybody's wondering why I'm doing this, for those of you who are new, Axel chewed the spray nozzle. So I'm doing this 1 drop at a time. I like to take my time and really be thorough about what I do, to really get in there and give it all I can. So I want to make sure this coral's satisfied with the amount of drops I'm giving it, and this glue is satisfied. And, you know, I just want to make sure everybody's happy. All right, we'll let that finish up. Okay, adding my first frags this week, 4-month-old tank. What would you recommend? I don't know, whatever you buy from my website. Moving down. No, I'm just kidding. No, whatever works for you, dude. I mean, whatever you know. Bro, using a pipe. Yeah, well, I can't, because it sucks up too much and the drops are too big and I waste it. It's easier this way. Fucking tell me how to run my life over here, you fucking joker. Let's see. Oh, demonetized, we're swearing. What do you dose in your tank that grows LPS fast? I need reefroids, but I'm not seeing any growth from reef corals. Okay, listen. You don't need reefroids. You don't need any special coral foods. I mean, if you feel like getting taken advantage of, then go buy that dumb shit. What you need to do is you need to just feed your fish, keep your alkalinity, your calcium, your magnesium, your salinity, and your temperature stable. Have good light with good par, and you'll be fine. You don't need to feed your corals. You don't need to give them the hiney lick. You don't need to do anything. Just feed your damn fish, keep your water parameter stable, and your coral will grow. I mean, I'm just gonna make a fish food and call it "Only Dumbasses Buy This Shit," and then I guarantee one of you motherfuckers are gonna buy it. Let me put this in the tank. Okay. Yo, speaking of buying shit, I got some new stuff coming out, guys, that is going to be hilariously awesome. It's going to be kind of, I want to say, okay, I mean, if you're new to the channel and you don't know my personality and who I am, you're probably going to think I suck dick, but don't worry, I don't do that. But it's going to be fun. You guys are going to like it. I need a little bit more time to work on it, but it's going to be interesting. So don't worry about it. Let's see here. Let me get another question before I put this in the tank. Oh shit. I'm so excited. I'm just barely am getting my 125 gallon. Awesome, man. That drink looks like Mino urine. Yeah, that's because it is, man. It's me. Scott. How many times will we hear the F word? I don't know. How many fucking times you want to hear it, dude? God, I'm telling you, if you're in my live stream or on my channel and you get offended by the F word and shit that I say, then you're in the wrong place, because I'm not sugarcoating it for you little bitches. I don't care. If you don't like it, fuck off. Anyway, because Mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you get herpes. And sometimes you swear. Anyway, let's see here. Let me put this away. I'm just gonna put these in the tank right now, because I gotta find another spot for them. They're too big, and I just dropped them on the floor. Oh, rest in peace. Right back 1 second, and then we'll finish that question. Alright, so this is all that's left of that colony, which is still quite a bit of coral. Alright, let's see how many people got offended. At least 5 of you guys did. If you like the content, man, hit the thumbs up. Just do it. I mean, I don't know what it does for the channel. I'm already demonetized, so it doesn't fucking matter anyways. Thank God when I post a video, people buy stuff, because I ain't getting shit in AdSense anymore. I'll tell you that. Dick joke number 21. Thanks, Scott. Keep track. Bros, use the pipelets. I already said I'm not going to use that. It doesn't work. It's too much liquid comes out. The drop is too big. I'm going to waste it. Pipelet's just too much. 4th infantry in the house. Sup, bro? What's up, man? Steven. Smash the like button, Reef. Peeps. Yeah, hit the like button. Everyone listen to Robert. This guy knows what's up. What's your pH in the tank? The big tank. I don't fucking know. Oh, shit. Let me look. I finally hit 7.8 today. Woo! That's a new high. And by the way, BRS sent me some more of that that color changing scrubber media, which we're going to try out shortly. See if it makes any difference. But yeah, I'm at 7.8 right now. Do you think it's worth trying to raise the pH from 7.8 at night and 8 during the day? Dude, it's during the day right now, and I'm at 7.8. I'll probably drop down to like 7.7 tonight. Yeah, I don't even care about pH. I mean, I like it. I mean, it's something that's worth, you know, maintaining higher if you can. But man, I got a whole video series coming out on a scrubber, DIY scrubber for the skimmer, and you guys will see that. But I'm telling you, man, I'm having fun with it right now. What would you recommend for a 240-gallon aquarium? Is this about coral? Do I gotta scroll up and find your previous question? Motherfucker. Bro. What would you recommend for a 240-gallon aquarium? I don't know, water and salt? Fish? Lights? What do you want me to tell you, man? I don't know what your other question is. Money's no object. What fish would you have? I don't know. Who said money was an object now? Oh, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. It is. Anyway, I don't know. I don't give a shit about fish. They don't make me any money. When I dose reefroids, I get STN on my SPS. So stop fucking dosing reefroids. How much for the food? My own food? Only dumbasses buy this shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna come up with my own brand soon. And I thought a large tub. Dude, coral. Scott's saying something. Will dumbass fish food have aminos and electrolytes cut on it? Yes. We're going to put protein powder in that too. I got the chocolate mocha protein powder upstairs, and we're going to put that in the fish food. And your fish should be in the corner just lifting corals. Motherfucker. It'd be nice. There'll be fish roids. Anyway. Dude, that'd be sweet. When I finally sell my new, the fish food I make, Scott, we're going to call it fish roids. And we'll just put some ridiculous fish meme on there, him like lifting weights and shit. It'd be funny. I don't know. That's probably trademarked, cause it's just the roids and reef roids and roids and fish roids. I'm sure there's some freaking trademark on that baloney. Anyways, great T-shirt idea. Life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you get herpes. Yeah, that's on my Facebook page. Got a lot of shit about that. Yeah. Charles, what is a good, inexpensive bandsaw? Not this one. I don't know. Griffin's pretty good. I don't remember how much this is. I think it's like, what, $300, something like that. I've used it so much. I'm over here talking while my colony's drying out like an asshole. I don't know. I mean, I've only used this one. The thing is that I haven't been around the block enough to use a bunch of bandsaws. I've used bone cutters. I've used this particular bandsaw, which is the diamond bandsaw. It's the larger one. And I've used Dremel tool. So that's about it for my coral cutting experience. I haven't really done much more than that. Kind of novice here. Plus, again, I don't really use it all too often now because a lot of my stuff, I do this. I usually don't take out a whole colony. I'll go in there and be like, ooh, this looks like a delicious frag. Let me snap that off and go and make a frag out of it. So, yeah. That's not good. That's where it was sitting. You can see this is where it was sitting on the, probably see, on the the 500 F flow. It like killed off the whole bottom of it. I mean, it's not horrible, but it smells like asshole though. Anyway, let's see here. Let's scroll down. You can't go cheap on the saw. I agree with that. Reef the sea. What the fuck? Reef the sea forever. Okay. Utility fish the frag tanks. Any recommendations? In frag tanks, I mean, if you're importing, you want to do, of course, your usual tang, Scopus tangs, yellow tang, shit like that. And then you also want to add wrasses of some sort. You can do Melanoris or you can do 6-line wrasse. That's usually a pretty safe bet. The dog's acting a fool upstairs. But yeah, utility fish, wrasses, and tangs. That's usually the only route I go when it comes to that stuff. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's broke off that colony piece. Does your food cause STN? No, my food doesn't cause STN. If my food causes STN, are we talking about the fake food that I imagine making in the future? Because if we're talking about that, yes, it probably will. But if you're talking about the stuff I make now, my fish food that I use here in the in general, No, it doesn't cause STN. If it did, I'd be in some deep shit, I'll tell you that. What's up, Travis? How are you? What's up, George? I am living the fucking dream over here. Drop the little fishing weights. They can't lift that. Oh shit! Wasted cash run for us. What do you think is the most overpriced coral out there right now? I don't get the bounce craze. I'm not a bounce mushroom dude. I mean, I've had the opportunity to buy and sell them. I don't give a shit about bounce mushrooms. I think they look dumb. I mean, you remember when fat chicks were in too? That was a thing back in the day. Now it's all about squat booties and tight yoga pants. So I mean, it all goes through phases, man. It's all a phase. So these ugly ass bounce mushrooms will be gone too at some point. And if you bought one and you spent like $500 on it, understand someone just bent you over for $450. Because you could essentially just buy a bunch of them, and then you can name them whatever you want and do whatever you want with them, because people do that shit. So congratulations. I hope it felt good. Anyway, moving down. What's up, Travis? What's up? George already said hi to you. I guess I'll say hi to you twice. Just because I like your name. No homo on that, by the way. Just say some shit that sounds impressive, like it will make your corals grow 10 times faster and it will sell, and bam, you. Hey, by the way, speaking of that, if you guys check the website now, underneath dry goods, I have a 350 milliliter bottle of water. It's from my 300 gallon. It's called Miracle Juice. Or you guys, some of you guys know what I'm going to say, but I'm not going to do it. And all you got to do is buy this water. What I do is I pull it out directly from the tank. Every order is fresh as it's going to be. I go in there, I just put the bottle underneath the water, I fill it up, put a cap on it, put a little stupid ass label on there, and I sell it for $10. All you got to do is just buy. I can sell it in the gallon. Buy the gallon if you want, and then just put that in your tank, dude. You'll be good to go. You'll grow coral just like me. So if you guys want to do that, check it out. Use the promo code Fat Chicks Need Love too. I didn't say that they need love. Believe me. I've had my fair share, and I'll tell you right now. I'm just gonna say this: that if I had my choice and I had to pick between two types of women next to each other, either the squat booty girl that's so full of herself, or the little the little overweight one that that is just kind of like ready to prove herself, I'll take the overweight one, because you know she's gonna work hard. She's gonna put in 110%, while the other one lays there and frickin' and counts and plays her nails or some shit the whole time. So I'll take the one that's a little uglier and a little heavier, because she's gonna work hard for it. So that's my philosophy behind it. Anyway, I don't know how the fuck did we get on that topic. You guys gotta stop baiting me, man. It's too easy. Okay, any advice for coloring up high-end SPS? Let's just move on to this topic. Yeah, have good lighting, keep your water parameters stable, and make sure you do an ICP test every once in a while, that you have all your minor elements and everything in check. You should be fine. Stability is key. Pretty much. That's about it. Stability. Can you sell? Can you sell your? I can sell you some air in a bag from. Yeah, I heard it's good stuff. Probably got fucking COVID in it. Oh shit! I said the C word. Oh man, now I'm definitely gonna get fucking triggered. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, dude. You set me up. Scott, typical fucking Scots. Or the gonna feed you and can do. I'm finally gonna get my RO unit for Christmas. Well, about time, George. Welcome to the party of being responsible and taking care of our tanks. How long have you been neglecting your reef tank by giving it shitty water? Just a quick question. Thanks for caring about the animals in your tank and making sure that they have what they need by clean water. I'm just joking with you, George. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't take that shit personal. What's up, Travis? Tipping. I thought you said tripping my ass off, man. We're tipping my hat to your weight loss, brother. I've learned a lot from you and your channel. Thanks. Yeah, I've lost a ton of weight over the last 6 weeks or so. A ton of weight. I think 240 down to 217, and then I usually get a 6-pack around 195, is usually my 6-pack range, but I usually like taking it down to 190, and I usually sit around there pretty good. So I got a little bit more weight to go, but yeah, I spend a lot of time at the gym. It's nice, I enjoy it, and it's, you know, there's always stuff going on there too. Okay, what's up? Drop your Prime schedule. Oh, fucking go to my playlist and click on my AI Prime schedule and watch that shit yourself, man. And plus, I'm on my phone, so I can't get that for you. My Prime schedule is pretty basic. It's basically just a version of AV Plus, and I adjust the whites based on the intensity. David, thanks for the super chat. You're always doing that. Appreciate it, man. David's always giving me super chats. George, what salt do you use? George, how long have you been here for? I already answered that question. But for you, I will answer it. I use Fritz Blue Box. And I've been using it for the entire time that the 300's been up. So I think, what, 2.5 years, something like that? I don't know how long it's been. I'm down 244 to two. I'm down to 244 from 364. Got into powerlifting, gym rat 2. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's a shit ton of weight. What are you super tall, man? I mean, some people can hold that weight pretty well. Like when I tell somebody that I do pretty well at like 205, 210. I mean, I look pretty decent. And you're like, dude, you're 5'8". I'm like, yeah, but my dick's like 400 pounds. Like my dick's like 50 pounds, dude. So you can't even count that towards my overall weight because it's hidden. You know, it's in my pants. I mean, it's hidden, so I can't fucking, you know, that doesn't count for bulk, anyways. Yeah. So I mean, 210, 205 is really good for me. But then if I really want the actual cuts, then sub 200 is optimal. But then again, some of you guys are like 6'5", rocking 280 pounds with a freaking 6-pack. So I'm like, fuck, man, it must be nice. Must be nice. Good job, guys. I was 130 at 13. Now I'm 150 at 30 doing challenge Daytona. Man, 150, dude. Holy fuck, man. I have never been 150 pounds. I think it came out of my mother at 150 pounds. Based on her attitude and how she walks, it's probably true. Oh, God. I hope she's not watching the stream. But, yeah. 150, dude. Fuck. Welcome to being the size of one of my legs. Hopefully you're packing, dude. Anyways, dude, my goal is 215. Yeah. And another dick joke. Number 22. It's your lie. It's your lie. You can tell it as big as you want. Yeah, that's true. That's what I say, man. I mean, I tell people all the time that it's huge. And the thing is, they're not gonna know unless they get me to send them a picture. And then again, I'm gonna put a filter on that shit. You think I'm gonna send you an unfiltered dick pic? You're out of your fucking mind. I'm gonna put a tape measure that looks like a baby tape measure, but I'm gonna say it's a big one, and okay. And I'm gonna cut off the first 4 inches of it, so it looks like it, you know, bigger than it is. Anyways, I'm 380, starting the gym this week. Worried I'll be ridiculous for being the huge fat guy. Dude, fuck that shit, man. If you go to the gym and somebody eyeballs you or treats you like shit for being at the gym and bettering yourself, you walk up to them and you kick them straight in the nuts. I'm not, actually, never mind. You can't do that because you're going to get in trouble. Big Fishofhex told me to kick this dude in the nuts. I'm going to go sue Fishofhex now. Do not do any kind of violence. Just go up and tell them to fuck off. If anybody's dumb enough to judge somebody who's trying to better themselves in their life, they're a piece of shit. So, and if they do, you know they're a piece of shit, and they obviously have nothing going on for them. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that one. But yeah, just go to the gym, do what you got to do, get healthy so you can live longer for you and your family, your kids, or whatever, or maybe just for yourself, and just fucking do it, dude. Who gives a shit what anybody says? I'll keep that in mind, Travis. Cheers, bro. Yeah, no problem, dude. Let me go put these frags in the tank real quick, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, they don't have to be reef related. I mean, we've been going on for 1 hour and 14 minutes, and it only took a half an hour of that to get into the dick jokes. So I just noticed, love your walls. That's what she said. Love your walls. What the fuck? What are you talking about? All right. That's something you say to a chick after a one-night stand. I love your walls, bro. Or bra. No, you don't say bro. She's gonna do that. Okay. I finally caught up on the chat, by the way. What are your elk levels in the tank? I try to stay around 9, but right now I'm at like 7.5. because I'm maxed out my calcium reactor. The media is not doing what it's supposed to. I'm having a hell of a time getting the alkalinity where it is. So let me just go dump these real quick. But yeah, man, the reactor media, hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, the reactor media that I got going on now, it's just not up to par. I got 7.2 gallons per hour going through this reactor. I'm going through a ton of CO2. I don't know what's going on. It's just not going up. So I'm going to dump these real quick, and I think I'm just going to put these. I don't know what I want to do with these yet. I guess I can get some more frags out of them. Let me just dump these real quick. Grab me a paper towel. All right, so I'll get back on the questions here in just a second. Let me get some of this meal urine. Oh, fuck the reef questions. I just want to be entertained. Also, you're awesome. Hey, no problem, dude. Well, if you guys got questions, then ask them, man. I don't give a shit. Just put them in there. Hey, Travis, just an update. Update. Monkey butt is now stable. Fucking Matt, come on. Hey, Travis, just an update. Monkey butt is stable. Is now stable. Love the show. Keep giving great anal advice. Oh, God, man. Yeah, Scott and I were talking about monkey butt, and we're talking about all this running I've been doing, too. He's getting mistaken on balls. Okay. Your concrete walls, they look kind of cool. Just full white will look plain. Oh, they're gray. So I guess maybe the camera makes them look white, but they're gray with, they're basic concrete, the good stuff, man, townhome wise. Do you have a bird? I feel like it's 50-50 reef people with birds. No, I don't know how many birds. I want to shoot those damn freaking turkeys out back that fucking just keep screwing around and know I can't do anything about it. But no, I do not have a bird. I don't know. I don't like birds. I had a rose-breasted cockatoo. I lived in a foster home when I was a teenager, and the old lady, Trudy, had a bunch of freaking parrots and birds and all sorts of shit. And I got to take care of a rose-breasted cockatoo, and her name is Rosie. And she actually, can I say the C word, Andrea? Can I say the C word on YouTube and not get banned? Let me know, because I'm going to finish the sentence once I find out. Because she was one, and I didn't like her. She bit me all the time. So that's my experience with birds. And no. So I don't know. Scott, can I say the C word on YouTube? Somebody look it up. Am I allowed to say the C word on YouTube? Find out. Because if I can, I'm gonna do it. All right, let's see what we got here. We talked about the walls. Best reef salt to use on food. None. Don't put reef salt on your food, you fucktard. Don't do that. I like to use the pink Himalayan salt because, you know, I'm obviously living a whole new lifestyle here. Awesome, I guess. Yeah, pink Himalayan salt. And you got to do it in the thing that crushes it when you do it because, you know, you got to be all fancy and shit. But yeah, that's my salt. Cockatoo, of course, is only a bird. You care about cockatoos. No, the C word. The C word. Like the word, they call them sandwiches in other countries. Ireland, they call them sandwiches. The C word. Do I have to spell it out for you, Scott? Andrea knows. She's still here. She's probably out fucking around doing stuff. Moving on. Okay. I wish I would have known sooner. I was in New York City. Could have dropped off frags now. I picked acros in the county. Okay. See you next Tuesday. The hell are you talking about? Scott, I don't know who you're talking to. You're not seeing me next Tuesday unless we got a date and I don't know about it. Do you still have the display refugium up? No, I do not. That was taken down a long time ago with the 125. Okay, so you're talking to that person. Okay. This is not going to work out. I'm trying to find what frags I can get off of these chunks. I guess I could start cutting them with a saw, but I'm not going to do that. I've seen plenty say cunt. Without issues in the band. Okay, so cunt, yeah. So yeah, that bird was a huge cunt. Ooh, channel taken down. Great. One second, let me drop these off. Alright, so what we're going to do for the sake of time, I'm going to finish up this little colony, and then we're going to be done with the live stream. We're going to be done. I seen plenty of... How many bigger angelfish in a big enough tank? Is there a limit? I don't know. I don't know anything about those fish. I've never had them because they're not reef safe. At least not the ones I've seen and like. So I don't put those fish in my tank. It's sort of version of Seaward. Okay, yeah, that's true. But yeah, so we probably got what, maybe 10 minutes left of this live stream. So if you got any questions, ask. If not, I'm going to talk to myself. It's a win-win for me. I mean, I don't give a shit either way. I talk to myself all day anyways. Ask Scott. I mean, I'm on the phone with him and I still talk to myself. So what does that tell you? How long should you usually wait before putting your first corals in? Just wait for the tank to be cycled. If you're new to the hobby, then and you're new to coral, then wait for your tank to be cycled and then start off with easy corals like you know, some LPS, some hammers, torches, frog spawns, some plate corals, mushrooms, leather corals, zoanthids, shit like that, stuff like that. You should be fine. You missed my comment earlier that was giving you a hella props. Then I missed it. Yeah, repost it. I don't know why I missed it. I try not to miss. I try not to miss anything. My bad on that one. Oh, my back is killing me today. Fuck. Ugh. If you could grow coralline, then that's a good sign. Yes, if you can grow coralline, then yes, you can definitely grow SPS. They both uptake calcium alkalinity to grow the skeletal structures. The light requirements are obviously a little bit different, but basics, yeah, if you can grow coralline, you can definitely grow SPS. For sure. Just dragged my first coral. The fuck? Just dragged my first corals today, and I had to glue get everywhere. What kind of super glue do you use in generic BR stuff? So I use gel super glue, and when you go to glue frags into a tank, I'm assuming in the tank, you do is you put the glue on top. So say this is the tank. Put your glue right here, right? Get it all glued up, and when you go into the water, you go coral head down. The glue is the last part that's going to be going into the water. That way it stays all intact. If you go this way, there's a good chance that you'll spread the glue all over the frag, and then it will get all over the place, and it's just a huge pain in the butt. So maybe that's something you did wrong. But yeah, let's see what we got here. Have you ever came across issues with low potassium? What could I expect? Just tested. Well, your coloration is going to go down with low potassium. Your blues, your purples, your reds. You know, you have low potassium. Those, I'm pretty sure potassium dictates red. I have to look. I'm pretty sure it does. But yeah, then just dose potassium. I dose it all the time. Got it right here. Got it right here. Potassium in a giant ass jug. So yeah, just dose it. Don't go crazy though. Make sure you're testing. Alright, that someone's gonna stay. Let's see what else we got here. I think I have black bugs in my QT. How would you kill them? I don't know. Black bugs? Like on coral or on fish? It's two different things. I have a few reefer buddies that are suffering from hair algae. I've recommended a sea hair to get rid of them ugliness while they are figuring out the root causes. What are your thoughts on sea hairs? I think sea hairs are a horrible idea, because once that little sumbitch either gets trapped and dies, or it runs out of food, it's gonna die. And when that thing dies, it's going to explode in your tank and be a huge problem, and you're gonna have all that damn hair algae back. So sea hairs, ixnay on the sea hair. I would say find the root cause, do your water changes, just find the problem. Again, the sea hair is a band-aid. Okay, you're not looking to do band-aids. You're here to look. You're trying to find the wound. You're trying to find the cause. You're trying to fix the cause. Putting a band-aid on it just prevents you from finding it, or at least slows the process down. Would you rather find the source early and see the effects of that early on, that's not being covered up by a sea hair, or do you just want to take more time finding it? I'll tell you right now, high nutrients usually comes from either too many fish, bad rock, overfeeding, or bad water sources. That's usually your main sources of high nutrients. Unless you're adding something in there that you're not supposed to. Unless, you know, you're getting back from the gym, you had a freaking smoking ass workout, you're sweating, and then you put your balls in the tank, then you might actually cause an issue with the algae that way. I don't know, I think it's a great way to really just get the salinity level up, to be honest with you. Moving down, I'm going to answer a couple more questions because we are almost done with these frags. And once I'm done with these, this live stream is done. Because I got shit to do. Like, go to bed. I was going to say other things, but we're not going to do that. All right, moving down. And what list are you talking about? I don't know your interest or fetishes. I don't know what you're talking about. I purchased 2 rounds of frags from you so far, and all are doing great. Also, I'm happy to be able to support you and love the content. The July frags have tripled in size. Kick ass, bro. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. You've been working out? Yeah, a little bit. It's pretty good. Been working out. I don't know if you guys knew this, but before I became this famous ass YouTuber, just kidding. You know, I was a personal trainer for what, 4 or 5 years. I was a personal trainer. It was pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty interesting lifestyle. So I mean, I'm not an idiot. I know what the hell I'm doing. But you know, life gets in the way, and then you just start eating shit because you want to eat shit, and then you don't do shit because you don't want to do shit, and then you get fat. That's pretty much how it goes.